This is from Metsmerized Online. This is an exclusive interview with the Mets fourth round pick, right-handed pitcher, Austin Troesser. Hopefully I got his name right. I didn't get his name when I did my video on him for his drafted report. But before we get into this video, I need you to hit that subscribe button so you can find out everything you want to know about Austin in this video and the Mets prospects. We're going to have a big offseason here with the Mets. So here we go. In the fourth round of the 2023 MLB draft, the Mets selected right-handed pitcher Austin Troesser out of Missouri. Austin, who's 21, spent all 3 years of his collegiate career at Missouri as both a starter and reliever. Overall, he notched an 8-5 record with 4.98 ERA and 77 two-thirds innings over 3 years. He stands in at 6'3" and 189 pounds with a mid-90s fastball and good curveball. He is a product of Jefferson City, Missouri, grew up less than a mile away from Missouri campus in Columbia. Now, Troesser begins the next chapter of his in Port St. Lucie, Florida, where he said he expects to begin his professional career before the 2023 MLB season ends. Now, this is from October 17th. This article is a little old. Troesser sat down with me to discuss his first impressions of the Mets, what he expected as the 2023 season came to a close, his personal goals for the start of 24, and what Mets fans can expect from the 21-year-old right-hander. Being drafted was a dream come true and a crazy experience, he said. But he's excited to live out his dream of when he was a little kid, just thinking about it, and now you're one step closer to your goal of being a major leaguer. He described being drafted as an unreal moment for him and his family. He said the draft process started last fall by meeting with scouts, whether it would be on Zoom meetings or in one-on-ones. For him, the process slowed down after the fall until the summer of the draft. And then he had a few more meetings, went to the combine, and had more in-person meetings there. He credited his agent with keeping the process smooth and understandable, making the process more understandable. I asked Troesser what he can bring to the table for the Mets, and he mentioned that he thinks he can bring a lot of untapped potential. He continued that he thinks he has a lot of stuff left in me, and I think that getting into a professional organization and getting into a consistent training routine will help me a lot, and it can help me unlock my potential here at the Mets. I would say that I am a very hard worker. I put my head down and just grind. You can expect me to work hard and make sure things are done right. Troesser also had goals for the 23 season despite being drafted in mid-July. As a 3-year pitcher at an SEC school, he has much more experience than many of the pitchers selected in the 2023 draft. He said that he wants to start despite throwing a year in relief for Mizzou. He said he believes he's a starter and he feels that the Mets are building him up to be one. He said after being drafted that he was throwing 2 bullpen sessions a week and was excited to get into his first games as a professional. He made one appearance for the Florida Complex League Mets, striking out the side one scoreless inning on August 22nd. He says he's excited to work with the coaching staff at St. Lucie and find out what he needs to work on this offseason. The organizational pitching coaches, he said, have given him a personal plan for training, giving him drills and workouts to complete. He's striving to gain weight and fill out his form, trying to get bigger and get stronger. He's been working in the pitching lab. Troesser got to work firsthand with the Mets' new pitching lab, calling his impression of it awesome. Lab's a bunch of biomechanical sensors and TrackMan and video and all of that, just to kind of analyze more and get deeper into stuff so they can actually see what is going on, he said. My first impression when I got there was overwhelmed because there were like 50 people that I had to talk to. Pitching directors, pitching coaches for different spots, like a rehab pitching coach and guys like that. It was kind of crazy. Troesser said his biggest goal for this offseason is to gain weight. I need to meet with this nutritionist before I leave for the offseason and figure out how to tackle that. He said his target weight is between 200 and 210, making him at least 11 pounds away. His baseball reference lists the righty at 189 pounds. Second, he plans to attack whatever plan the Mets hand him for the winter. I want to fix some mechanical tweaks, some delivery stuff to make everything more efficient, but that's pretty much it. Just tackle what they give me. It's like he's almost like he's gotten himself homework for the summer, but in his case, homework for the winter. Troesser ended the spring in his final days of being 21 and have just one professional inning behind him. However, the fourth-round pick has big plans and high hopes. He prides himself on hard work and is looking for the hard work to pay off in the future as he works to become a major league starting pitcher. Now, I would mention, the former general manager of this team, Billy Epler, got very high marks for the players that he drafted the past 2 years, in particular this year. Mets had a very unusual draft this year because they had some players they picked up. They kind of got hit with the luxury tax to a certain degree. They're going to get hit with the competitive tax this year for going next year. We'll see. But he got very high marks for this draft. The Mets got very lucky. They were able to draft Houck, first round, 32nd overall. And Troesser is one of these guys that has a chance to be an interesting pitcher. So, I mean, when you get drafted fourth round, a lot of teams think Mets thought highly of him to draft him fourth in their draft this year. So, again, if you're interested in Mets prospects, if you're interested in the Mets farm system, either be a top prospect, an elite player, some farmhand that could help them down the line, you will know about it before anybody else does. So hit that subscribe button, smash it. And of course, thank you for watching. Have a good day. I'll see you later.